right, so we are going to have to jump right on into this breaking news. Now, Halle Bailey has just requested a restraining order on DDG, claiming that he has been laying hands on her. In the TMZ article, they have pictures of Halle with bruises all down her arm and everything. So this is breaking news. I done went home. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Okay? So I got off live, went to go pick my daughter up, ran a few errands, fed my child. I came home, opened up social media to see that Halle Bailey is claiming that DDG has been putting hands on her. As I was walking in my door, I had snatched my wig off. I snatched my hat off. I go and sit down. Really, I couldn't throw my wig and hat on fast enough to get back online to talk to y'all about this new revelation that is breaking news on TMZ. What? Hands? Bruises? Child, come on in. Because I didn't even read the article yet, okay? I seen that she had bruises and they had pictures, and I said, oh baby, we about to get into it, so let's roll it up. So right here, as you can see, this is TMZ, and it says Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her multiple times and gets a restraining order on him. These are the bruises that it shows on her arm. Let's get into the details. It says, Halle Bailey says she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She filed a police report, and now she wants a court order protection from the father of her child. In docs, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October. And Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son, Halo, and she tried to start a conversation with him about the child visitation schedule. It says, as she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims that DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. Oop. Hold on, wait. Oh, wait. Too far ahead. Wait. Hold on. Okay. So then she said that's when they allegedly started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on the steering wheel, chipping her tooth. Halle says that she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo. So she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Okay? So that's right here where she shows that her tooth is cracked. She said once they told her they take care of the baby, she left hysterical and with bruises on her arm to go along with her chipped tooth. She attached photos of her alleged injuries in her request for a restraining order. She also alleges that DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered without permission, went to her bedroom, and texted a pic of Haley's empty bed to her along with the text, "Now I know what you been on, LOL." Haley says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having sex with other people. 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house. Halle told him that she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave home. And she claims that when he got verbally abusive, he smashed her Ring camera and ran away with her phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out the window and yelled to her, "Go get it." The incident prompted Halle to go file a police report, and she says she also has Ring footage to back up her side of the story. She said it was also around this time that DDG claimed on X he'd been fighting to see Halo for months. So then it showed text messages where I guess he done confronted her over Brent Fayez. It says, for Halle, though the final straw, she came just last weekend when she said she was vacationing with Halo and her sister in St. Lucia. She says DDG texted her links to social media posts claiming she was on an island with the singer Brent Fayez. Halle replied, "Not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon." It says the judge granted Halle a domestic violence restraining order requiring DDG to stay 100 yards away and gave her permission to take the nearly 18-month-old Halo to Italy, where she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. DDG also has to stop posting or streaming about her and their child. Halle claims her ex has been whipping his fans into a frenzy by trashing her when he live streams. We've reached out to DDG's camp and no word back. So they included text messages that he was supposed to have sent to her. Let me put it on the screen because this is breaking news. Hold on. All right, let me make this. What is going on? Okay. So she has him in her phone as Daryl Granberry. All right, and it says pretty much confirms that Halle. Oh, so I guess this is the link where it says this is tweeted from, I guess, academics. It says pretty much confirms that Halle Bailey, Brent Fayez rumors keeping Halo away from DDG while Brent playing stepdad in St. Lucia is nasty work. So I guess that was a tweet by academics. And then I guess DDG texted her this link and said, this foul, bet. All right. So then Sunday, I guess he tweeted her another link of Brent Fayez showing that he's also in St. Lucia. And that was also another post from academics. Okay? And so DDG texted her after he sent her this, and he said, "You think you hurting my feelings when you really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. But just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same ish." Okay? So they paired this message that he sent where he was accusing her of being on vacation, along with her showing that she has a chipped tooth. Hold on, let me save these pictures so I can make them bigger. And then also with photos of her bruised arm. So let me pull up. Okay, so this is the picture, and let me make it bigger right here, where you can see the bruising on her arm. All right. And then if you guys didn't see, this is her chipped tooth that she says that he slammed her face on the steering wheel and made her chip her tooth. That is crazy. I mean, I don't be understanding, like, how could you even fix your mouth or your face or your, like, oh, how can, like, if this is something, and she got the bruises, she's showing her chipped tooth, she got the restraining order, it was granted, she got the text. How could you do something like that and then fix your mouth to be like, oh, she keeping my son from me? Like, what? Now, there are two sides to a story, and being that DDG was barred from mentioning her or Halo, we might not be able to hear his side from him, but that doesn't mean that he won't hire a lawyer to release a statement for him. Okay? So this is one side of the story. This is her version of events. We still have not heard his side of the story, but it ain't looking good for him. Okay? It's not looking good for him at all. Let me put the link in the chat. Let me put the link in the chat. Or should I just leave it there? Because I don't want y'all to start saying all these trigger words and saying all kind of stuff, acting like y'all can't control yourself. Fatal Corleone says you call Cap. Oh, let me put the link in the chat. Oh, this is gonna be one of them ones. Hold on. I need to call what's his name? I need to call what the hell his name was? Fatal Corleone to the front of the table. Come. Quickly. Quickly. When I post this link, I need you to come quickly now. Quickly. Because I need to hear this. Hold on. Corleone said he called Cap. He said he called Cap. Hold on. Quickly now. Quickly. Let me get the link. Hold on. 1 second. I need Cole, whatever his name was. The link is in the chat. Let's talk about this. Everybody's welcome to click the link. Corleone, I expect to be. Oh, Miss Chelsea say you call Cap too. Quickly. Click that link quickly now. I keep forgetting I got these fans. Fast. Get to the link. Now. Fast. There. Run. Gallop there. Click it. Quickly now. By the way, these fans are available on my website, www.niqueatnight.com. The website is on the screen if y'all want to send in a cash app. But let's get to it. Quickly. Fast. Amy, hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm fine. I just want to say, poor baby. She is going through it.
You never know what be going on behind closed doors with these people.
I know, right? It seems like they're kind of still unwinding. Because why would he be texting her about who she's dating and stuff? It's like, it's no way to say it's over, and there's no way you're going to control that if you're not in a relationship with her. So let's say that she is dating this guy. He's a little too busy in her business. Stalking her in that way.
I think his the way I read it, it was more so like, you got a nigga playing stepdaddy, but you're not letting me see my child. I feel like I understand that point of it, if you know what I mean. But you didn't put your hands on her.
Yeah, but the last time they saw each other, he broke her tooth. So it's more than just her not letting him see the child. Y'all have things to work on. Now, I know you're probably upset that she's dating. Maybe that makes her feel better about herself. She said she was struggling with her weight and stuff. I mean, you don't make her feel better when she's seeing you knocked a tooth in. I don't know. I mean, I just look at it at both sides. I get that he wants to have the father figure role, which he does. But if you are making it aggressive when she's in your space, how is she supposed to, move outside of being with you? She probably want to be with a different type of energy. You just never know. And now you're harassing her because she's dating. I just don't get it. That's sad. That's why the poor baby's going through it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get. I mean, he dead wrong for putting his hands on her, but I get his psyche of feeling like that's my baby, and the reason why he did this stuff, which he had no right to put his hands on her, he dead wrong, and if there's charges, if there's whatever consequences, he needs to be charged with the fullest extent of the law. I just want you to, I'm just saying, the reason why he did the act was, it sounds like it was over a visitation with Halo type of thing. So for him, he feel like, oh, now you taunting me and you rubbing it in my face and you got a nigga playing daddy. Like, so I get that part of that text. Even though he's wrong, I you know.
Yeah, I get it. But
see,
the adult in me would say to him, what are y'all interactions like? If she sees you and you are physically assaulting her, what do you think the next step's going to happen? Do you think she's going to sit around and be lonely, even though she's a very beautiful woman? And I'm sure she has all her friends saying, girl, move on, get yourself a new man. No, the child doesn't need a new father. But those things kind of come in place when you're dating. I don't think that she wants to make, you don't know what was going on. She could have been going on a date and her son is in the house with the babysitter. You don't know that. That's not, but you're busy too obsessed about what's going on with her. You need to log off. Don't pay attention to academics. And when you have your son, have time with your son. And when you interact with her, make it about the child. I don't know how y'all got into a fight with her tooth is broke, but y'all need to exchange the baby with somebody there. That's what I look at it like. That's crazy.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. They said put the text back up. All right, so this is the text. Don't go nowhere, Amy. Hold on. So this is the text right here. Let me put it back up. So this is the text. So he texted the link, and it was from academics, and it says pretty much this confirms that Haley is with Brent Fayez, and he texted her. He said this is foul, and then he texted her another link of Brent Fayez, and then he says, you think you hurting my feelings when you really just ruining your own image. This is terrible. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. But just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same ish.
Tit for tat. Tit for tat. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to do.
All right, stay there.
I didn't see it
Amy.
like that. She didn't photograph with the man.
Stay there, Amy. Just wait 1 second. Foxy. Foxy, are you there?
I'm here.
Go ahead. Are you there? Okay, I don't know if Foxy know how to work it. Foxy? Okay, we're gonna go. All right. Somebody said, I need more facts. You should never put your hands on anyone. So basically, he's taking his baby on vacation with girls. Someone says, I thought Brett had a girlfriend. Somebody said team.
How we ain't know that's he was there with what's the other sister's name? Because wasn't she on that vacation too?
Chloe, right?
Yeah, how we ain't know he wasn't on a date with Chloe?
I think did Chloe date Burna Boy, or did that fizzle out, or is that still a thing?
I think that fizzled out because I heard that his girlfriend, one of the girls he was dating, showed up with some stuff, and Chloe backed out of that situation so quick and ran, child.
Oh, okay. I knew that it was
they had like a couple weekends together.
I don't know. Maybe he know that ain't her type or something. I don't know why he thought
it's too much. Maybe who knows?
Maybe, but we don't know if she's.
If
if maybe he saw the interaction before, and you know what I mean. Always thought you know how you be around certain, I
Yeah.
always thought you liked that nigga. You know, so then somebody put that in your head. I don't know. I have no idea why they thought Halle and not Chloe.
Not Chloe.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm just thinking if you chip my tooth, I don't want to hear anything about anything you got to say other than I apologize for going that far.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was
Maria
purposely.
Velez says DDG would never hit any woman. Maria Velez,
who
when
is this?
it comes to having children, you never know what you would do. Now, I ain't never put my hands on my baby daddy, but there was times when, child, please. There was times where you better be lucky I love my child, because I'm not gonna do nothing to put myself behind bars or take myself away from my child. Or, you know, my thought process was just different when I had my child. But you don't, if you don't, sometimes people, you can't say what a person will never do. You don't know what a person would do.
I don't think he meant to do it, because didn't they say he pushed her face? He may have pushed her face, but it still chipped her tooth because her face hit the steering wheel.
Yeah.
He was being forceful with her. He was going too far if her tooth was chipped.
LaDon?
I mean,
oh, sorry.
and
Amy.
the judge agreed.
Go ahead, finish, Amy. Sorry, and then we're going to go to LaDon.
I said, and the judge agreed because they granted the restraining order. So I know some people don't want to believe he's done stuff like that. But I think he's capable of it. Look at how he crashes out online about not seeing a little. I mean, it's hard not to see a child. I get it. But he does a little too much talking for me.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to LaDon.
Hey,
Hey. How you doing?
Good. Hi, Amy. Well, everything I'm gonna say is alleged and in my opinion, not Neek's. My opinion.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
Following ahead of time, he already showed aggression and control issues. She didn't just start saying, I don't want you to see the child. He started showing, allegedly, in my opinion, by the videos and stuff, showing things that would make a mother concerned that he was having around the child. So that's the first thing that he started running his mouth about not seeing his child. And I think he'll use any excuse. And if anybody listens to academics' opinion on a situation from his eye point, looking through his eyes, gotta think about it, because he don't always say things that are right or make sense.
All right, pause. Ivy, why'd you delete that comment from Nicole? She said, I remember him being possessive when they were together, and it says it was deleted by Ivy. Maybe it was an accident. Okay. Okay, she said it was a mistake. Okay. All right, go ahead. LaDon, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think that's to stir up trouble, like that manosphere crap, to make a woman feel bad and shameful to move on. They haven't been together in a long time. If she wants to move on, she can. But there's not a picture of them together hugged up and all of that. So to put out a rumor like that or a post because they happen to be somewhere where people visit in vacation or whatever, it's a troublemaking and just to make her look bad. And even if I got 4 kids too, and I feel like unique. You never know when you mess with a mama's baby, you never know what will do. But I want to say, it doesn't matter. He still could have handled it differently.
Yeah,
even
most
if
definitely.
he was upset, mad, you want to kick and scream and punch holes in the wall. You better do it before you go down to the courthouse and get in fight for visitation. You do not put your hands on a woman because you are angry. You are mad. You ain't doing what I want you to do. You ain't wearing what I want you to wear. And then you think you can do, nah, I don't care.
And trust me, let me tell you, when I say I had reasons to where if I told y'all some of the stuff, y'all be like, you know, girl, you should have, you know what I mean? So if I could control myself and I ain't never put my hands on my baby daddy, he could have controlled himself in that situation. But I just was, replying to the person as far as like, you never know what you would do, but that's not excusing it. You know what I mean? That's not excusing it, because I done had a situation to where my daughter's dad, he really just, you
But can I say something? She just was literally talking about how she don't like her shape anymore. I feel like if she is dating, she probably just want to get her a little, trying to, get her feet, get her feet in the water and see what's out there, because she's looking like she's questioning herself. I mean, and especially now that we find out homeboy is putting hands and feet on her. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a right to question, like, be concerned about who's around his child, but you got to think about what you're doing to the child's mother and the mental. You got to really, really think about that. She just had this baby. Y'all are no longer together. Nobody has a baby to be a single mother. I don't care what no one says. You want to be with your child's father, and it did not work out. And now you're doing stuff like that, and then you still harass her. You better be glad she is trying to do it the right way, because some people just sent Pookie and Ray Ray over there to whoop your ass, like you said.
Amy. All right, I'm gonna drop you down real quick. We gotta watch them words. Watch them words. All right, LaDon, were you was there anything else you wanted to finish?
No, I can drop down. I just wanted to say, we got to look at his behavior in the whole. Like when he stormed in the house, when she had the sitter there, when they were sick, his behavior speaks volumes to me. His pattern. So I just think his family need to pull him back and go down to the courthouse, do it the right way, because this ain't the way. All right, have a good night. I'll be in the chat though.
Okay, thank you. All right, Unforgettable.
Hey, Neek.
Hey.
Okay, not too long ago, he did an interview, and in the interview, the lady asked him. She said, "So Halle has moved on?" He's like, "Yeah, she with somebody else." And then she said, "So how do you feel about somebody else, about your son calling somebody else daddy?" He didn't take that well. He's like, "I don't like that." She said, "Well, what you gonna do?" He's like, "I don't want to talk about that right now." Huh?
Can you send it to me? We can watch it right now.
Okay, hold on.
All right, while you getting that, I'm gonna go to Sandy. Sandy, okay. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me fine?
Yes.
Okay, so
and remember, watch the words. But go ahead.
I will. I agree with a lot with what LaDon said, and I'm saying this as an older sister, Gen Xer, right? I've been watching this young man for a while, and I don't feel a lot of what he's doing is even about his son, because he has been very controlling. He's like on her no matter where she goes. He's on lives talking about her. When she was sick, he thought he could just come and crash out at her house when he wanted to and didn't think she should have a problem with it. So this dude has been exhibiting some bad behavior for a while. I think it is a matter of he wants to be able to control her. And if he really wants to have all of this time with his son, nobody's begrudging him that. You think you're going to get it by putting your hands on his mother? What do you think the court is going to say about that? And so I think, and then you're going to pull in academics who hates women, and he is a part of that negative culture that's toxic towards women. So that's who you want to kind of use as your reference point as proof that Halle needs to be shamed. And he's telling her, basically, you should just look at yourself. You're putting forth a bad image and all of that. I mean, just downing her and dogging her out. This man is emotionally abusive. It is very clear
watch
that
those
he
words
is.
Too. So just kind of, bleep yourself a little bit. But go ahead.
I'm sorry. He is disrespecting her in a grand way. And so I'm not going to shoot him any bail on the fact that at the same time he's doing that, he's saying, I just want to be a dad. I'm sorry. You need to go talk to somebody, probably a therapist. You need to be able to control your emotions, because I don't think this is about the son.
Oh, wait. They just posted him finding out about the restraining order. Hold on, wait. What, Paul? Don't go nowhere, Sandy. Wait. We got to pull this up. Hold on, wait a minute. DDG finds out about the restraining order. Hold on. Oh. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, dang. Okay, there we go.
Feeling like, damn, bro, should I get a stylist? Why are they saying GGTMZ? Let's see. Why are they saying GGTMZ? All right, I'm looking at her story now. What? Oh, fuck. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop.
Oh, he's cursing a lot. Okay, we gotta pause it.
These fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
But I don't.
But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here.
Don't even make no.
Fuck all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG and fuck.
Neighborhood talk. They didn't bleep a thing.
Want to got anything to say?
Fuck the.
And these DDG, these ain't your friends, because if anything pertaining to you and your baby mama and your child custody, they shouldn't be egging it on, talking about you should be putting them in a place to where they shouldn't even be speaking on your baby mama or anything. And you know what's real and what's not, and what you did and what's whatever. Child, so this the same Aiden Ross who be hanging from Tory nuts, claiming that he didn't do the thing to Meg when he absolutely did. Okay, these people coddle these men who do stuff to women, and then they get mad that the women live to see another day and speak out about it. This the same one who disrespect certain women all the time. And you know, child, a mess. The fact that people really believe that Tory did not pew her. I mean, his team does a good job with they spin doctor selves. So I can see how y'all easily get manipulated if you ain't really got the wherewithal to follow the facts, follow the story, follow the information, and follow the real details. Then you could easily get lost in the sauce because his team puts a spin on it and they twist and turn and work that story to make him be the victim every single time. So I can see how some of y'all in the chat saying free Tory and y'all, oh, I don't know. I still don't know if he did or if he did. He did. And these are the same people that know he did and be coddling that mess. So, child, anyways. Sonny, hello? Hello, Sonny? You gotta unmute your mic. Bug?
Hey, Nick.
Hey.
Girl, I wanted to talk about this Halle and DDG thing real quick. Just like, so I got kids by my kid's father, of course. We have 3 kids. Now, mind you, we was together so long and he cheated on me, all types of stuff. So when we broke up, I was single for a long time. The minute I started dating, all of a sudden I'm a hoe. Like I've been faithful the whole time. Now I'm a hoe. Oh, you got my kids around this other man. Mind you, my kids was around all the little females he brought around, everything. But the minute I date one person, or he find out or even think I'm dating one person, I'm a hoe and I got this man around my kids. He ain't even seen the man around my kids. He just know that the man around me, so he just figure the man around my kids. And a lot of men, I've seen friends and everything where the man does the same thing. They crash out, especially if you a good girl and you known to be a good girl in his eyes, and then he see you like in a different light. They just gonna be like, you a hoe now. And when they know that's not even in your character. So I don't know everything between them or nothing like that. But I'm saying that it could be very possible that this man crashing out over her dating somebody, because we not used to even seeing Halle or Haley, how you say her name, in that light. And he see her as the mother of his child. Like, he even said, like, after they broke up, like, the only person I have a baby with is my baby mama, and all this stuff. Like, he'll only have a baby with her. And now he's seeing her with another man. It's just like she appearing tainted in his eyes, basically. And he trying to make her
and
look
not only that, but tainted, and this person is allowed to be around my baby, but I can't.
Yeah, I get you on that part. But he don't have no proof that she had the baby around him.
No, but I'm saying I'm just adding to that on top of that, yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean. Like, you saying that he trying to add that, even though he don't even know, he just trying to. That's what's going through his head. He hurt right now, and he being irrational. That's what I feel like it is.
Somebody who has did a fake Grubhub sent in a $5 super chat and says, "Listen, Meg, Cassie, Diddy, Usher, all of them are part of the machine. Ain't nobody innocent, not one. Just pawns to people who are more evil." Okay, that's what the Grubhub account said.
What they mean by that?
They saying that she ain't innocent, that they all complicit. Everybody's complicit in the Matrix, basically. But
I think some people don't understand abuse for real. Like, I really do. Like, I think that some people don't understand abuse, because it's been times when I've allowed myself to be in a situation, and even at the time I could have been complacent with the situation. That don't mean that I wasn't being abused or mistreated or none of that.
But watch how many times you say the word.
Oh, okay,
because that's
that's that don't mean I was being, that or anything. That don't mean that. That just mean I probably wasn't strong enough, or I ain't, like, when I look back on some of the things that I accepted from the father of my kids, I'll be like, how dumb was I? Like, that I didn't even know I was being manipulated. I didn't know I was being abused at the time. And people can be like, oh, you grown, right from wrong and all that. But I was just telling somebody the other day, I really did not know. I knew right from wrong, but sometimes you really do not know what you don't know until you don't know what you don't know. Like, sometimes you really don't. Some things I really did because I didn't know no better. It don't matter if somebody told me right from wrong. For certain situations, I literally did not know, or I took abuse because I
told you gotta watch that. Watch that word. I'm gonna pause you.
Okay,
Let me go to Ashley's review. Ashley, because wait 1 second. Sorry, Ashley. Because the way the algorithm works is how many times a particular word keeps being used. So that's why once you say it, it's like, okay, let's not say it as, the algorithm is tricky like that. Like it, so, but I'll come back to you, Bug. Ashley's review, go ahead.
So I'm starting to think that manipulation in the way that DDG is acting, running his family, because I'm not sure if his brother is actually kind of doing the same thing, not physical abuse, but the mental, emotional abuse as well.
Let's watch that we done said.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Yeah.
As a YouTuber, I forgot. Yes.
Yeah, so said that word
the brother is literally doing the same thing to his baby mother, literally. And I'm not sure if you know who his brother is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm a content creator, so I know.
Yeah,
I know his brother's Dub. Yeah,
she's been posting, and he's been doing the same thing that DDG has been doing to Haley. So I think it runs in the family. I really do.
The last thing that made the blogs, though, I kind of didn't understand. They were mad because he laughed about. I didn't understand that whole laugh thing, but yeah, I've seen the whole he claimed that she was trying to like move and take the baby to Atlanta or something, and it was something with the custody, and he claimed that he had the baby however many times, and it was not the truth and all that. So yeah, I've been seeing little tidbits of, but I don't watch either of their content. I just catch what make it to the Shade Room teens, so I'm up to speed on a little bit of it. Young.
So that.
Oh wait, 1 second. Sorry. Young Real sends in a 999 super chat, says, "My African American women, I pray you have the knowledge to see the real from the fake and stop letting the white woman and the white system ruin y'all kinfolk. All praise to God. Jesus was a black man." Okay, and that's from Young Real sending in a $5 super chat. And then Grubhub $5 super chat says, "Most of the time in the industry or in general, victims become victimizers. Diddy, Usher, Justin Bieber, R. Kelly, sister R. Kelly, young girls, it's a cycle." All right, sorry, and I'm not gonna cut you off no more. Go ahead, Ashley. Sorry.
So I came in pretty late. Is there a video of DDG on Ring camera? Because I keep
She said
seeing
that
something.
she has the video, but we don't have the video. But she says she has the video to back it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that's all. Bye, guys.
Okay, thank you. 808 Gangbanger. Unmute your mic.
Yo, what up?
What's up? Talk a little louder. Unmute your mic. "808. You said yo. Hello?
I said, yo, what up? What up?
Go ahead.
Nah, shit. What's going on? What's up, Nick?
No curse words.
Nick. Hey, I ain't cussing. What's up, Nick at night? I love your show. I always be in here. But let me talk about what we saying is, right?
Is this your real voice or a fake voice? What's going on here?
What is you saying, bro? The hell?
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, let me say this. Hey, these women, man, be tripping. That's the only thing I got to say, really. For real. Y'all be tripping on niggas for nothing. Like, what's wrong with you? Hey, the man effed up. You hear me? He effed up. Okay, get over it. Forgive. Stop having so many grudges. Hey, look. Hey, check this. Hey, no, for real. Stop having so many grudges, bro. Look, only thing you got to do is, hey, I might messed up. Forgive that man. Go ahead and go and get you something else. You know what I'm saying? Like we do. That is the best thing I can tell you to do at this point in time.
Okay.
For real.
So the solution is to just get another man or get another woman. What are you saying exactly?
No, get you somebody that you want to rock with. Stop playing me game with these mans. You know what I'm saying? Some men though.
So what happened if you get somebody that you rock with, you have a baby? Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
So what happened if you get somebody that you rock with, you have a baby, and then it don't work out?
Now look. The baby is the most important thing that happened. See, look, if something happened to your child today, is you gonna be focused on that, or you gonna be focused on what that nigga did to you 2 weeks ago? Come on now, let's get it together.
So
y'all.
You think that she should
I'm
not?
just saying.
Wait, slow down. So are you saying that she should not care that he chipped her tooth 2 weeks ago and put bruises on her and slammed her head in the steering wheel? That she should just forget about it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying don't do that, but at the same time, if your baby needs to go to the hospital right now in the emergency room, she really sick and she got a fever, you're gonna be focused on that, not that shit that happened 2 weeks ago. And I'm out.
All right. Well, next time when you come in, use your real voice and stop trolling us because you playing games. Okay.
Nick, can I say something else real quick?
Go ahead.
I understand a little bit what he's saying. I guess he's saying like focus on make it about the children and nothing else. Like it don't matter what we got going on. And not saying look past you chip my tooth, but if people make it more about the kids, we wouldn't have that many issues with these baby mama and baby daddy things. And whoever in the chat that said don't nobody want to hear my personal story, it's called an anecdote. And so I was just telling the story to relate, saying how he could have, been like that because that is something common that men do to whoever said that, but whatever. But I just wanted to add that in.
All right. All right. Thank you, Bug.
Thank you, Nick. I always enjoy you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So, did y'all hit the like button? Is there anybody else who wanted to come up, and give their point of view? We are about to be out of here at the hour mark, but before we get out of here, I want to hear from some more guys because the guys seem to call cap. DJ?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I think, man, that he needs to leave that girl alone.
Okay.
Like she grew up in money, and so she never been through shit. So she
Up, the curse words. Come on now. Y'all know. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but watch the curse words.
She grew up in money, and then she watching all these shits. That's
okay, DJ.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know what a curse word is?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Watch. When I say watch the curse words, you know what that means, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
So she watching all these things, all these girls that's on the shade room posting about their relationship. She think it's a good thing. I think that's what he dealing with. Like she trying to be accepted by the black community or something.
Okay, so what part of him bruising her arm and chipping her tooth is an influence of the shade room?
I think he pissed her. She probably pissed him off to that level, and you could tell like her character is those type of woman that will like talk you into it.
So has a girl talked you into smacking her or throwing her head into a steering wheel?
Yes, I run. He's not strong enough.
You said yes, and then you said you run. Which one is it?
No. Like meaning like I know like I have experience. Like so I know like when it gets to that level, like when it's time for me to go. So for him, he dealing with the baby, and yeah, it's bad.
Okay, so but what part is her showing that her
It's not acceptable. Nothing that
but
he
what,
did.
Wait. You said that she grew up in money and that she was influenced by Shade Room. How?
Of course.
What's the correlation is what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about, like, she want these things. Like, DDG don't have to deal with those things. Come on, man. You probably don't watch DDG, but I do, but it's going to be hard for him to get out of this one, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just trying to figure out the correlation. Thank you, DJ.
Do your thing, man.
All right. James?
Yeah.
What's up?
So yeah, I watch DDG a lot, and I'm like on the street side of coming up as a young man. DDG ain't that type of dude. He more of a good kid. Like he want to do right type of guy. He want to take care of his son type of guy. he ain't the type of guy that's gonna hit no girl and do all this. He kind of, I don't know if this is some type of scandal or what's going on. Like how the last dude said, I don't know what's going on, but he don't come off as a dude that'll do anything like that,
Okay, so out of all the rumors that you heard about Diddy, right? We heard a lot of rumors about Diddy and that stuff that he might be into. Did he ever come off as somebody that would have a escort off of Craigslist, finish on Cassie, take it and rub it on his chest? Did he ever come off like that type?
Well, yeah, did he give off that notion? When you sit back now and pay attention to how did he come off, he kind of give off the type of creepy, weird type of vibe. Like, Diddy ain't, I don't know what you mean. Diddy ain't that type of, yeah, he ain't.
Like, but no, but off of Craigslist though and wiping it on you and all that. Come on now.
Well, you would never know. That's his personal type of, people got their own personal. But I'm talking about as far as being like, it's clips of Diddy showing like he want to be empowering, like he want to be in charge and stuff like that.
Okay, so another example, it's all kind of people to where like they don't come off how you see them. Like we hear headlines all the time of people who do stuff that you like, dang, I wouldn't have thought this one, that one,
But I understand.
Diddy probably would have been is the wrong one, but that whole wiping it and all that just flabbergasted me. But anyways, bad example. But go ahead, ignore that. Just go ahead.
They stream. We see these dudes more back. I understand. We never really could see these dudes back in the day as much as we could see these dudes now. We have a more platform. These dudes, we kind of know these dudes upbringing, like we see. This is what they known for, So that's what I was saying. Of course, we don't know everybody in every single case, but hey. But I'm not saying everybody get into it with that girl, I'm not saying that what he did was right, but it doesn't look like the picture they showed. It was like, okay, I didn't know dude that really beat the ass out.
No, because her tooth wasn't out her mouth, and it just was it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, like, come on, let's be real. Like, let's not blow the situation up that don't need to be that blew up. Because right now, it's a woman getting a foot put up her butt right now, and she needs to be saved, and nobody's saving her. So let's be real. Let's not, black folks, let's wake up. Let's not get caught in the cycle. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, thank you, James.
You know it. Love you.
All right. James said her tooth. Did she die? That's basically the equivalent of what James said. James said, but did she die? Basically. He said, but did she die? Like, whoa. Right
hey,
now?
This is my first time doing this, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, for all the men that's getting on here and taking up for DDG, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, Halle Bailey no one is perfect, okay? But one thing she's not going to do is mess with her image and show proof of scars or bruises, and then the judge granted the restraining order. So who is lying? DDG to be such a valedictorian, whatever, get straight A's, he smokes weed every day. Okay? He's not innocent. And I don't like Dub, his brother, the way he treat his baby mom. They're both trash. I used to watch DDG. I find him very entertaining. I think he's successful and all the good things, but he's not perfect, and he's going to be canceled. I'm very angry, very upset. I'm sorry.
No, keep going.
I'm just upset because I don't understand how, especially black men, the same thing that happened with Megan. Okay, we don't know if Tory Lanez really shot Megan or not, but for him to not get on the stand and stand up for his own self, but then you got black men standing up for Tory Lanez, like enough with that stuff. Protect black women. And I wish I was a straight man because they would listen to me more, but at the end of the day, I'm a human being, and I'm 37 years old, and I've seen so much in my life, and I'm very disappointed in the black community, mostly the black men. Halle Bailey is innocent. She's telling the truth, and we all going to see when it plays out.
All right. Stay. Oh, he clicked off. Shonda. Shonda, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I did notice about him back when I used to watch him when he used to go with that girl Kennedy Simone.
Mm-hmm.
He was very toxic with her. So I've seen that mean streak in him, that controlling streak in him. So I'm not really surprised, to be honest.
Okay. Anything else you want to elaborate on?
No, that was pretty much it. I just noticed no one was really mentioning that. If you would have watched him back then, even though he was a little bit younger, it's still, you could see that mean streak in him.
Okay. And speaking of Tory Lanez, they just released the name of, the picture of the guy that poked him up. His name is Santino Casio, and he is a lifer. He's serving life in prison for unaliving somebody. So they released his picture. Let me post his picture. Speaking of Tory Lanez, we're going to get back to the DDG thing. Hold on one second. Let me just show y'all the person who was responsible for the Tory Lanez incident. Let me show y'all what he looks like. All right, so this is him right here. Santino Casio. All right. And he is in there for unaliving somebody, and he is serving a life sentence. All right. All right, so back to DDG. Shonda, go ahead. Were you finished or did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, I was finished.
Okay. Red.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. What's your thoughts?
I want to say the last two callers were right on point. Overall, my opinion, I just feel like after so many years watching DDG, exposing his family and relationships and friendships, I just look at it as that he really doesn't have a role model, even out of his own older brother, including his older sister. He did a podcast with his cousin, and when he had his dad on there, and it was a couple statements that were made. Statements that came from his father about his relationship with his mother. With DDG's mother. And it spoke volumes because he really, to me, my opinion, just from off of that interview, as if there was no strong morals surrounding him. Nothing that he could go off and say as a man how to build a foundation in a relationship at all. Any young man as him can be, you want to say, nurtured in the wrong way from a mom, because they're gonna baby them. They're gonna not. It depends. Let me rephrase that. It depends on if the mother is gonna tell that child you're in the wrong or you're right, or how to handle a situation. And in his case, based on his past relationships to his current ex relationship, the mother of his child, it just speaks a lot of volumes. Even like I said from the last two callers and the previous caller about his brother's relationship, exposing it on for the media, for everyone to see, and then they backpedal and be like, okay, it's not our problem. We have poor problems. We have the obesity issue pertaining to, we're commenting because of what they're exposing to us. And I honestly, I just feel like he really needs a male role model that can show him how to be a better him. Even if it's not within his household, but someone to extend on some type of guidance to him. He needs it. And then as far as with Haley go, I don't want to butcher her name that bad, but Holly or Haley, but I feel like the same thing applies to her. You were told by your fans, but they're young. They're both young, and they're gonna have to learn from their mistake. I ain't gonna say that them creating a child was a mistake at all. It's a blessing, but overall, I just feel, in my opinion, that they both have growth. That they just, it's just really hard to explain, because as we are older in the chat or we're younger in the chat, we all gonna go through experiences. And unfortunate for him to be a young man, he shouldn't even put his hands on her, regardless how mad he got with her. And I can't even say allegedly. She posted pictures, so it's just a sad situation. And at the end, I hope that Holly do what's right for her child and for herself. And the same thing applies to his brother and his ex. So that's pretty much all I had to say. I know I kind of went a little bit too much.
All right. Thank you, Red.
Thank you.
All right. Vent.
Oh, you would call me when I stepped away real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got.
I could come back to you. I could come back.
Yeah, you can. You can.
All right. Shiki.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. So I wanted to talk about the DDG and Haley situation. I never knew who DDG was before Haley. I mean, everybody can act like they did, but he wasn't really popping like that. Because I'm 39 years old, and we know Haley and them from Beyonce or whatnot. So she was more like relevant, and I just don't like the fact that everybody's just trying to shut her down now. Like, he's just a guy and she's just a baby mama. Like, I just don't like that. And that comes from a lot of toxic men, I feel. Like, they, for some reason, the toxic men be wanting the black woman to stay in her place or whatever that means. But if you notice, it's like they always are on our back, like we have to do more, we should help out. And then when we do, it's like we get a slap in the face. Like, it still ain't enough. And then I just feel like it's just really sad because, like I said, I don't know him outside of her. So I don't know why he's mistreating her or making it seem like, I don't know, like she can't do nothing without him. Like, I don't know, but yeah, it's just a lot of toxic masculinity nowadays, and I don't really like it. I think they need to take accountability. It's not right. It doesn't matter where you come from. You come from the hood, the suburbs, or whatever. It's not okay. It's not tolerated. And maybe if women start calling the police on these men, they would stop and think twice about it. And that's really why they're saying that, they should just be quiet and it's just like a hood thing, because it's like they don't call the police on them. Like, and so that's the problem. And we all know men are afraid of going to jail. So like if they consider that, they will stop doing that. And I just think it's just a toxic masculinity thing. They're like just making it okay to be rude and disrespectful to women. And it's never okay. I just, there's no excuse for it.
Okay. Well, the only thing that I will disagree with is DDG was popping before he got with her. And I will never take, his credit away. He definitely grinded from the ground up, and he really was doing his thing big time on YouTube. And he had a following, and he really right. He was a
more underground. It was more underground
worker. Like when I got on YouTube, I'm 38. So, even I seen like how much, he was really putting in a lot of work. Like he would knock out like 10 vlogs a day, and he would build his following. He knew how to they would fake beefs, and he knew how to hone in the internet. I used to cover it back then, but I'm a YouTuber, so maybe I don't know.
Right.
But
that's what it is. It's like an underground thing, maybe like a red pill type of situation going on.
No, not a red pill thing. Not.
I mean, it just seems like it, cause it's like if he's getting all angry, what's he mad about if he was already popping? What is he angry for?
Do you have children?
Right? What? Yeah, I have children. I got 3 children.
So, what do you mean? What is he angry for?
Why would he put his hands on her? What was the issue?
I mean, he had no right to put his hands on her, but the issue is when you have a child, there's a power dynamic of this baby when you guys separate, and people feel like, I'm the mama, I could have the baby when I want the baby, and then the daddy feel like, I'm the daddy, I could have the baby when I want the baby. And when you don't have a common ground or agree, there's this tug of war that happens with parents and children. And a lot of times it has to do with, the relationship end, but the feelings don't end. And so now you got this baby in the middle, and there's this tug of power, like, no, it's my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. And, you get mad because things ain't going how you want it to go.
So it's going in the hood direction. It's not going into the courtroom. They're like trying to handle it on a not growing up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this has been going on for years.
You said the hood direction? Wait, what?
I mean, it's been going, like dude was saying, like, she's not from the hood. So it all goes back to this is something that happens.
Wait.
Because other people go to court. They got the money to go to court. They don't got to act like regular people. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not on our level. So that's why I'm saying they should have more people to conduct this with, instead of it being on the internet. Like, it's just like, And I thought she was more classier than this. This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why are they getting restraining orders and stuff? Like, this isn't normal for celebrities to be doing. They can go to court. I just feel like if it's a battle over the children, I mean, she can get a lawyer, he can get a lawyer. It shouldn't have to go through domestic violence where he got to get a restraining order. He can't see the kid until they go to court anyway. So I just feel like, I mean, I don't know. They should have just got a third party involved a long time ago, because they've been acting weird on the internet, both of them, for like months now. But I'm sad it had to go down that way. But it is what it is. But I just feel like, I don't know, they should have just handled it in another way. I just feel it's a toxic masculinity thing. People have excuses for it. I feel like it's just unacceptable. Even if we have a bickering situation, they are on a different level than we are. And it's sad to see these celebrities be going out like this. Like, it just really do. It's like no examples, no accountability, no nothing. It's just regular shit. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just regular.
All right. Thank you, Shiki. All right. I'm gonna pray for you, Shiki. I don't even know. Vent, hello.
Yes, ma'am. I got my thought back.
Okay, go ahead.
So, the one thing about restraining orders, you don't need any proof to get them granted. At least from my experience. I'm from Florida. From my experience, I had one granted for me to get my sister's baby daddy kicked out the house years back. And it didn't take no proof at all. I know that if the defendant is not present, the judge, you could say anything to the judge and the judge will say, all right, granted.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe Florida, I don't know, but she had proof though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, someone was saying that DDG, he's not the type of guy that would lay his hands on a woman. I don't know. I'm looking at them. They both look like Keebler elves to me. I really can't see any type of violence going on in that household. But I think that you might need to...
Keebler elf? What?
The the elves with the cookies on the commercial.
So because they're short, they can't swing him?
Well, I don't know if they're short. I'm just looking at the picture you got up on your top left shoulder. They look like some elves.
Oh,
they look like peaceful people. I really can't see violence from either one of them, to be honest with you. Now, you might need to get a therapist because it seemed like a lot of your audience got trauma from past relationships that they need to like work through.
Go ahead, finish.
No, that's it. They keep coming on and they keep telling stories about how they got whooped on. I don't know if you remember earlier, I told you I had the 4'11" girl punch me in the face. I didn't have no fear about a future girlfriend punching me in the face after that. I don't look at all women as men beaters, but for some reason, you beat one woman once, she thinks all men are gonna beat her.
All right. Thank you, Vent. LaCara, Jay, and Lee, I'm gonna give y'all the final words, and then my head is about to stop. It's already coming on.
I knew it. I felt it. I seen it in your voice.
So I'm gonna give y'all the final word. Go ahead.
Now, I just was gonna say, everybody, these are human beings. Just because they're celebrities means nothing. And people use their kids as an excuse to beat people. People say, this because my son, no, she can't have my son around nobody else. He's just angry. And if this is happening in real time, I don't know their business like that. There is a publicist somewhere that is letting this go on because this is just too much information. She beat up, she's got a chipped tooth, and it just came out that she was with Brent Fayez, who was just in the news for basically telling people put out or shut up.
Well, so that was somebody that they were trying to connect her to. It was never confirmed that she was actually with him. Okay. She denied that she was with anybody. She said she was on vacation just with her family.
Oh, and so in the midst of her saying that, he just irate is supposed to have grabbed her up and
No. Those two different incidents. So the incident that happened that prompted the chipped tooth and all that was in January. And then after that, he showed up to her house and took a picture of her bed. And then after that, he was texting her links when she went on vacation saying, oh yeah, you with another dude, da, 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 da. So it's separate instances that was happening.
Oh, and basically now he's trying to make it she's not letting me see my son, and it's just this, they're breaking up, and it's not that. Because for him to text Happy Mother's Day, you look stupid. That's crazy.
Well, it was a backhanded,
What if it's not even true though? What if none of this is true?
I doubt that it's not true.
Doubt it. I don't know. Who knows? It's pretty sad. But people's comments to me is crazy. It's justifying somebody putting their hands on anybody. Keep your hands to yourself. If you're that upset, keep your hands to yourself. And at that big age and kids, you should not be wanting to slam nobody's head up against no steering wheel. That hardware chips a tooth.
Right.
That's deep.
Well, thank you.
I don't even want nobody to like me that much.
Yeah.
Don't like me or my son that much. Don't like me or my child that much where you want to knock my head off and chip
or dislike.
True.
But all right, thank you.
Peace out, night owls.
All right. Fever, you would come on at the tail end when I've been dragging the show on for you to come on. Right when I'm ready to click off, you want to come and click on. Jay, go ahead.
Look, so I really appreciate the gay man who spoke up. Honestly, I think he did an amazing job at showing that not all men are abusive. Now, when the man, I'm sorry. I've been watching you get irritated with that A word the whole time. My apologies. But with that being said, it's just more so of the fact that watch how all these men are responding. Growing up, and I've been saying this for the past year, growing up, my parents and other people's parents, they divorced because of finances. If you look at the statistics now, the number one cause of divorce would be A or DV. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like, and then again, I come from a very affluent family. Like both of my parents were military. So it's just like, for someone to say, oh, she makes somebody mad, she knows how to, it's when a woman, and this is another thing. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, because I'm like, girl, you spinning me around.
I'm sorry, but this is another thing that I just had to say before I forgot it. Why has no one brought up the Blueface connection? Because him, Blueface, and what's his name? Deshae Frost, they were all cool, especially when Blueface was doing the Blue Girls Club. And it's just birds of a feather flock together. So it's just like, I believe it. I believe it. The only thing about it is Blueface is honest about what he does. He's been very honest about his tumultuous relationship with Krishan. And with that being said, it's just like, how could you be friends with a man who's openly honest about putting his hands on another woman? You see what I'm saying? Unless you do it yourself. So, I mean, that's where I get the birds of a feather flock together. But back to my family thing. Women who are very opinionated and who know what they want for themselves, they always come across as the B word. So with that being said, whenever a white woman does it, it's, oh, she's so soft and sensitive, she knows exactly what she wants. Or whenever she does it and still ends up in a situation like a Black woman, there's so much sympathy. There's so much sympathy, and there's so many people, oh, poor baby. You know, even the what's that guy whose girlfriend came home and pew-pewed after a night at the bar? You know, she even had sympathy. She had men talking about some Black men talking about some, I could change her. Like, what is wrong with you? So it's just like, has the disdain for Black women gotten so far to where we're going to ignore everything and act like something didn't happen, even though 9 times out of 10 we know it did happen? Or is it just like, what's wrong? What it's just, I feel the online hatred for Black women. I'm not even going to say for women of color, but I mean, because if it was a Latino, they would.
I'm gonna let you give your final, because I'm winding it up. So give your final thoughts, Jay. Sorry to cut you off. I want Fila to give his word, because I want to definitely not stay longer than an hour and 30. Like, so I gotta.
You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to say that women, listen to what these men are saying and realize that these are like they may seem like the minority, but these thoughts are becoming the majority, honestly.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And then the last one before my Alfila is Miso. Are you trolling or what's up?
No, can you hear me?
Okay.
No, that's my name.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is this a troll name? All right. So just get straight to the point, because I want to get out of here right at and so I want to give Alfila time to talk. So go ahead.
Absolutely. Just a couple things. I watched your live earlier about Diddy. So when you broke with this, it really sat heavy on my chest, because it's just the man that's hurting our women. But are we seeming to forget, like, DDG antagonizing her constantly with all the videos of him being with different women, kissing different women? I had heard your point about, like, how he can be fed up in that situation of not seeing his child, but he has literally been antagonizing this woman, and I really do believe he does have a low-key sense jealousy of her, and I think he probably put his hands on her before. But I'll get off right now, but I just want people to understand, look him up and look at all the videos. Since they've been broken up, he's been with over 100 women.
like not like sexual, you know what I'm saying, but he's been with just video after video. And if she is dating an old boy, then that's her decision. She waited a minute, you know. But that's just all I wanted to chime in on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Alfila, go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers, including you, Neek.
Oh, thank you.
I believe all black women, all women, all women are special, but I just particularly have always been into black women. I care about black women as well as the black kings, you know what I mean? So I'm always trying to put out positivity and see the positive spin on everything. So with that said, I want to talk about DDG and what he's going through, but I also want to just point out, like, say, Pete Diddy, R. Kelly. I figure out, like, what's going on with our people. I heard the young lady say, have, like, respect for the black woman. Has it, dropped to an all-time low? I feel like what's happening with just people in general in this society is we're bombarded with so many images of other people and what they're doing, and we assume that happiness lies in that. Whatever it is. It could be more women, more cars, more houses. And imagine somebody famous that has access to get more. They can easily be persuaded or sold on the fact that more will get them happiness, right? And I think what they're finding is more is only taking them further away from happiness, because to really manifest what they're looking for, you have to kind of like not add to what you got going on, but you got to start unpacking what's on top of the real jewel, which is you. You got to take off the fear. You got to take off the doubt. You got to take off, the anger and all these things that you suppress when you put your mask on for the public, right? And in their case, they got to wear that mask more than most people, and it get heavy. And so, and wearing this mask, you kind of lose yourself because you just keep adding stuff to it. You get another artist, you get another big break, you get another show. And before you know it, you can't figure out why you're not happy, and you just be angry at the world. But what you're really looking for is yourself. And all these things that you add to yourself, it just makes you feel good for the moment. And you like that version of yourself. So you keep trying to find other things outside of yourself to keep this good feeling going on. But meanwhile, you tearing up this person's life. You might be ignoring the people who need to be ignored and paying attention to the people who give you this good time or this great feeling about yourself that really ain't your people. They ain't your tribe. They just there for the benefit, and you there for how they make you feel temporarily. But what you're really doing is losing yourself.
All right, let me pause you real quick. Moderators, can you block Fabs because they spam in the chat and we don't got time for that. All right, go ahead, Fila.
Okay, so what I'm saying, and just to kind of wrap it up, is the way that you find yourself and the way that you find happiness is you unpack the things that's covering up the true you. And for a lot of us, like me, it was like anger, confusion, frustration, jealousy. It was a whole bunch of stuff that I layered on top of myself, but I could put on the mask and you would never know that I'm really feeling this way. And I think that for celebrities, they got a lot of stuff going on up under that mask, right? And today, more than ever, because of social media, we're starting to see, Sean Combs is not P. Diddy or Puffy or all these masks that they hold up, right? We're seeing Robert, and not R. Kelly. We're starting to see who these people are behind the mask because it's hard to hide in this social media, kind of like infused society, right? So my suggestion to everybody, rich, poor, famous or infamous, if you're really looking for happiness, just start unpacking, the childhood trauma or the things that you hide and don't want people to see. They call that shadow work or the dark side. It's like your happiness is going to be right behind what you fear. The things you fear to do or the things you feel to, confront in your life, that's where your happiness is. You can't dodge it. You can't fake it. You can't put on eyebrows, a wig, beard, dye. You only could do that for so long. So what I would suggest that we all do is just look, into the deeper self and start unpacking all this stuff that we have learned along the way, whether it was shame, heartbreak, or whatever we picked up along the way that changed us. Start addressing it, start unpacking it, and then you will find what you're looking for, which really is you.
All right. And so on that note, I appreciate everybody who came on. Zoo, you came on at the last minute. Was there like a quick point you wanted to make real quick?
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of quick. I was just going to say that I think a lot of people don't really have a familiarity with DDG. I feel like, it's kind of easy to just kind of place him into everybody else and what they got going on. But it's a lot of false narratives that's kind of being pushed. But I feel like you just got to look at both characters. I feel like there's a lot of hurt going on. Halle is clearly, I think she's upset that they're not together. I think he's upset that they're not together. Well, somebody's hurt. Somebody's doesn't want to be with the other person. But I feel like anytime you see the child, you have a child in between, and then I look at it like this: it's like the child is being, he's in a restraining order. Like, why is he in a restraining? Like, I feel like when people add the child, I feel like now it's like you're not focused on you seeing your parent. It should be like, look, I got a restraining order against you. When it comes to my child, let's just set up something for our child, but the restraining order be where like you can't get in contact with me. Then I would feel like it's not about the child. But because the child is involved, because the child is right there, it's like, what are we really talking about? Like, are you, to the.
They saying they can't hear you. I can hear you just fine.
You can hear me? You can hear me?
I can hear you. It's a little muffled, but they're saying they
Okay.
can't hear you. But I can hear you,
Okay.
but just talk a little louder. So you saying basically the fact that the child is in the restraining order and she didn't just put the restraining order on herself, she included the child in it. You feel like, go ahead.
Yeah, I basically feel like, I'm going to just speak up a little bit louder, but I basically feel like by them incorporating the child, anytime I see the child incorporated in something, it's like now it's like a little bit of a red flag because, it's like, let's set up something for the child. Let's make this about the child. Let's focus on the child. I feel like they're both crossing boundaries because they're probably still talking about old times or still talking about, what they used to be. Then it's like she's away on vacation. He can't take his child on vacation out the country. So I feel like she's trying to do things to trigger him. He's probably doing a lot of things, not probably, I think he's doing things through social, when he talks about her, or I don't think he's been talking about her so much, but I feel like the triggering thing is him being around other females, him moving on. I feel like nonchalant, passive aggressively, that's what's being done. And sometimes you don't want to see a person everywhere. On the Breakfast Club, every time I turn away, I gotta look up and my dude is on. I'm trying to get away from him, get over this dude. So I feel like with that being said, I believe that it's just not about the child, and I feel like because it's not about the child, I feel like I don't believe it's true. I don't think DDG's that type of person. I'm not gonna put past anything, but what I've seen from Halle, I've seen her lie. I've seen her get in her feelings and get in her bag, but then she's also an honest person too. So it's kind of hard. But I just feel like let's make it about the child. Let's just make it about the child and leave it there. Like, okay, put a restraint on. I don't got to see you. Restrain me from you, but not my child. And I feel like if she truly cares about the relationship between him and his child, she's gonna always make sure that is, solid.
All right. Well, thank you,
No problem.
Zoo. All right, and thank you again, Fila, for coming on. We always appreciate you coming on the show. Well, I will say in closing, I think that a lot of people, a lot of people have their opinions about, is it true, is it not true? I don't have any reason to not believe her. She showed proof. She says she got video proof. I know that you never know what happens when your emotions get so high, when you have a kid involved, this, that, and you never know what a person is capable of. You never know what a person will do. And I think that a lot of people are not emotionally strong enough to handle not being in control of certain aspects in their life. A lot of people who are dealing with children and dealing with, now you have a situation where the relationship didn't work out, and now you have to navigate the feelings of that, and you have to navigate co-parenting with the child, that power struggle of a mother carrying the child and the mother feeling like, she got rights to the child, and then a father who wants to be active feel like, no, this is my child and you're not going to tell me when I can see my child. And both parents feel like they equally have a right to have full time with the child, and this, that. That creates very, very high, strong emotions. That creates a very intense environment. That creates a very toxic environment. And a lot of new parents, I'm going to just let you know that A lot of people don't talk about it. When you are just now coming into motherhood and you're dealing in situations like this, navigate and utilize therapy. Okay, I'm a person who I had to deal with. I'm an only child, so my situation, I'm not, sure or whatever, but I'm an only child, so it's always been me. I run the beat of my own drum. If I don't want to talk to a dude, I don't have to. I hang up, I ghost you, I do it, whatever. If I don't want you in my life, I don't, I'm one of those type of people. I cut you off quick, cold. I don't give a fuck you. Get on. That's how I am. But when you have a child and you're forced to be linked to somebody that you necessarily probably don't want to be linked to, it's a power struggle, and it's a dynamic that you have to navigate where, like I said, a lot of times people don't know, but going to therapy is very important and crucial in these times. And we don't talk about that enough, but a lot of young folk that are watching, if you are in a situation to where you have a baby mama, baby daddy, and things is getting toxic, and you're not able to navigate your feelings, and you feeling yourself getting very angry or flustered or frustrated, or before things go left, get therapy, seek therapy, because it is a highly emotional thing.